Hello, I'm Rexy Blue, and today I'm going to be talking over and just discussing about the creature votes or the top 10 finalists for Genesis Part 1. I've always wanted to do a video like this, and now I'm finally being able to do it. So hopefully it goes well, and yeah. Now, unfortunately, I just got done with so much homework, so I just don't have time to just like read it as I do got to go to bed, as I do have a test tomorrow. So I'm just going to read the dossier, look at it, and assume what we can get from it. So looking at the dossier for the paleo octopus, now I'm pretty sure this guy was what he was a creature in aberration, and he looked very different. He looked like a normal octopus. Here he kind of looks like very corally, which is very cool because I think octopus like hide in coral. But from what I can gather from the dossier, it would actually it says here brewing potion land octopus. So I'm assuming it's gonna be brewing potions. I hope so. And yeah, it's gonna be rideable. It's gonna be tameable, of course. And I don't know what the symbol is here. Maybe potion making, brewing. But yeah, I'm assuming it's going to use its ink to make potions, and I think I did read a little here, very little. It can like scare away hordes of die rolls right here. It says if you throw the brew at them, oh, space brew. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, maybe these guys spawn in the space biome then. I thought they would spawn in the ocean. Biome. Oh wait, no. I guess here it says space brew, ocean brew. So it probably is a brew for all five biomes. Actually, it probably says that here. Yeah, each in all five Genesis biomes. So yeah, I know. I think the octopus is very cool. I really wanted the octopus in aberration. So it'd be cool to get it back. I don't know where you would write it. Probably on the head. I assume so. It would be cool if you saw like a saddled picture, but yeah, no, I would be excited for an octopus. Hopefully it can go. I mean, it says it aids you in all five biomes. That could be it just aids you with the potions, or it could probably go on land. I think octopuses can survive on land for a bit of time. So yeah, that's the paleo octopus right there. A pretty cool creature. I like the design. I really like the old design though. Like I literally just want an octopus in the game. But this coral octopus is also very good. And this one looks pretty like unique and cool. It looks like Alien. Reminds me of that like movie with Ryan Reynolds in it. I forgot. It's called Life, I think. It reminds me of the alien from that, but I think this is actually an anemone. I think it kind of looks like the this little picture here. It looks like the head of an anemone, and then it just pops off. I'm not an anemone expert, so I don't know, but it looks like a shoulder pad or like I guess back pad that you just have, and it looks like it's for the water. I mean, if it's an anemone, anemones aren't in water. I know that. Looks like it also protect you. Yeah, protecting you from the heat, cold, and rain and thunderstorms. Like from like scorched earth, I guess. Maybe so. Yeah, I know. I think the thing with this creature is like I would hope it can go out of the water because like what's it called? Shoulder pets already kind of, at least in my opinion, have a hard time feeling like they're part of the game as it's easy to forget about them. Like the only ones that I think people remember pretty good are the cinema crops, of course, the otter, light pets on aberration, and maybe Fjordhawk. I'm not sure. That's just because the Fjordhawk comes to you, but yeah, in terms of like an anemone, I've never thought about adding an anemone. It's so hard to say that word, an anemone to the game. And look, you can like become like Iron Man here, so it's like pretty good. I mean, it looks cool. It looks alien, and Genesis Part One is very like sciencey. So generally, at first sight it was like on an enemy. I didn't think that'd be cool, but from the concept art, it kind of looks pretty cool. I guess it's kind of like, I guess like an Iron Man suit. Like it reminds me of the Iron Spider, but this beam here is like the Iron Man suit. I don't know if it's an enemy or a space thing. It might not be an enemy at all. And it's called like the Crinoid, which I don't know what that is. But yeah, it's almost reminds me of like Genesis Part Two, though. Actually, so I'm not sure if we'll see this guy return. I'm not sure how good he's doing. Unfortunately, I just don't think a shoulder pet would do that good in voting. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's doing amazing in voting. I generally have not been keeping up with that. So yeah. Next we have, oh no, where is the picture? There it is. The giant stick bug from, I believe it was the island vote where the Rhino won. So this guy's been in the creature votes for a while, and I think it's just awesome. I generally like bugs ever since the Rhino Nata. I've like wanted more bug creatures to tame. I recently just tamed an Arthropleura, because I play single player, so I have no reason to, but I recently did, and I just have fun using them. And this guy, especially like this picture here, the oceanic one, it really reminds me of Kong Skull Island, where the guy like sits on the tree bug, or sorry, sick bug, and thinks it's like a tree, and it comes alive. I think it's pretty cool in terms of like where it would spawn. I think it would spawn in the bog biome. I think that would make more sense. I don't know how you would tame these guys. And I'm probably says here, which I do mean sorry. It actually says taming right there. You have to throw honey at it to get the attention. So sort of like the Androsarchus becomes closer to you. Do not look directly at it. So after throwing honey, turn away. Okay. So just feed it honey, look away, and then tame it like that. So yeah, generally, I'm just excited for like all the creatures. I'm always excited when new creatures come into the game, and this one is a pretty interesting one to me. I know again, I just have this fascination with bugs now, especially like I like mantises a lot, and this guy kind of looks like a mantis. He looks like a mantis in a tree. So yeah, I like the Arctic biome too because it looks like a cow. I think it's really funny. The volcanic one actually looks awesome. So yeah, I don't know his abilities. Again, sorry, I'm like making this like very quickly because I do have a test tomorrow and I have to get enough sleep and study for that still. But I just really want to make this video. But yeah, stick bug getting added to the game. I think it'd be a pretty cool creature. I don't know what he would do. Maybe make the player like camouflaged when you're on it. Maybe go invisible like a rock drake. Maybe not, but I don't know. Anyway, I'd be more than happy if this guy was added. Now this one, I don't know anything about this guy. I guess it's gonna say it here. So I'll just read a little. By holding down left click, the creature will use its magnetic draws to attract itself forward towards it like a shadow may dash. Okay. So this guy really reminds me of Anomalocaris, which I'm surprised Anomalocaris is not in this vote. Maybe because this guy is, so it's like, why would you want Anomalocaris and this guy? But yeah, I mean, I know. I don't know how big it would be. I guess you can see there. So it's like not Megalodon, so it's like three Ichthyornis size, I guess. And it's attacking. Is that a space whale? Can it fly, or is it? Does it fly in space, or is it an ocean creature? Oh, it is lunar biome. Okay, so I thought this was an ocean creature. So that makes me weird that Anomalocaris wasn't voted here because never mind. But yeah, about this guy, I honestly just don't. Again, I just don't know much about this guy. He does. I do kind. I like the design. It reminds me of like a tadpole mixed with I don't know, like an alien. Like especially this part right here reminds me of like the alien tongue or mouth, whatever. I mean, this guy's pretty cool, but I just don't really have much to say about him. So yeah, who is next? Ooh, this guy. I forgot this guy really reminds me of a creature from a movie I really liked. Oh wait, what's it called? Is it called Weimer? I don't think that's the name, but if you know of the monster, the Weimer, it like fights an elephant or something. This guy for some reason really reminds me of it, and it just looks awesome. Also, I guess this guy is real. I thought he was a fake creature, but no, it is most certainly real. Although he's like fantasized or like given fantasy like designs. I mean, he looks very mythical right here. Yeah, I'm so glad we're getting more like ocean based or water based creatures, especially since there's like a lot to do in the bog biome. Just not bog biome. Well, there is, but the ocean biome on Genesis Part One, just because of like compared to other oceans, just because of the missions and motor. So I'm glad a lot of these are based around the ocean. Plus, I think a lot of people build their bases in the ocean biome just because it's like the safest, and it's just cool. Um, so yeah, unfortunately, I don't really know what this guy does, and I don't have time to read. But it looks like he would do some healing, maybe like in packs of two. The more what are these guys called? Tapopodentis list. The more healing they would do to like megalodons, or that looks like a great red chart right there. Of course, they're rideable. They looks like they provide you oxygen like a Diplocalus, which would like totally replace the Diplocalus. Well, I guess these guys probably don't only spawn in Genesis Part 1, but they probably wouldn't spawn the island, so maybe not. I really wish I could read the dossier, but I can. So, I mean, I guess it could knock back the enemies, has a stun, is blue. So, yeah, Hammerhead charge? Okay. Um, but yeah, no, these guys seem really cool. They look really cool. Yeah, they're like a Loch Ness mythical monster. So, yeah. Also, I don't know what this picture is about, but yeah. Ooh, can I click that? I actually can't. Something. No, not yet, not yet. Something's in the way. Can I move that? No, I can't. I guess I can do this. Can I? Sorry, technical difficulties. There we go. Was asking, oh, the giant lobster. I'm pretty sure the giant lobster was in another creature vote before. I might be wrong there. But it was so weird because I was literally thinking the other day, like, how cool would it be if there were like tiny crabs, or the ark needed tiny crabs and tiny lobsters on the like beaches on the sand. And then it'd be cool if there was a giant lobster like down or giant crab. Well, it'd be cooler if the lobster because we already have Krakenos. Giant like lobster down in the depths, and then like I realized that the giant lobster was in the top 10, so that's really cool. I think one of my favorite things about these guys would just be the diversity they would provide in the like water biomes. If they do spawn, I mean, some creature voted creatures. Originally, we were told they would only be for that map, but they're spawning on other maps like Facile Suture spawns on Scorcher and Ragnarok. So like this guy might spawn more maps than just the ocean one, but ocean one for Genesis. But it'd be really cool if this guy spawned the island too, because he provides such a different. I mean, even in the Genesis Part One oceans can provide difference because he's like walking on the ground. We don't really have any creature that's like giant that walks on the ground. The only other one I can think of is like the trilobite and like Krakenos. They do walk on the ground, but they don't like spawn underwater. Like I mean, on the seafloor ground. So I think they would add like a really unique, like a verticality, I guess, or like they'd just be such a unique creature within the ocean biome, and it would be awesome. You can literally see a picture here. I don't know if that's an underwater pillar or if that's just like a normal pillar. I would assume it's underwater because I don't think giant or lobsters can climb normally, but they can climb in water. So yeah. Here it looks like he's pinching the megalodon, maybe stealing his health, or is he giving him health? I can't really tell, but they definitely rideable. They're definitely tameable. I mean, it would suck if you got a creature vote and you couldn't tame it. But yeah, it looks like similar to the Krakenos, he's able to pick you up with the claws. And yeah, I can't tell what this image is. I guess it's someone like sharpening its claw, maybe. But yeah, no, I was just thinking the other day how cool would it be if lobsters were in the game, and the giant lobster might be in the game. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, I think I got okay. Never mind. Just technical difficulties. The tab, like the record button is blocking the tab, so I can't get to it. I don't think I skipped a creature. Hopefully it didn't. If I did, I'm sorry. Now Irritator. Now one thing about this one is that it's the only dinosaur on the list. Every other creature is not a dinosaur. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. But Genesis Part One and Two just don't have dinosaurs at all, so I guess it makes sense. But Irritator, I've been seeing this guy quite a bit. I've been seeing a lot of like Spinosaurus mods for Spinosaurus and Spinosaurids in the game, and people seem to love them. I love Spinosaurids. I always said I really want Suchomimus in the game. But if Irritator came to the game too, it'd be really cool. Not many people know about Irritator. I was introduced to Irritator in Jurassic World, the game. So, yeah, I believe he'd be smaller than the Baryonyx, but I don't really know. I mean, it'd be really cool if he came in the game. Don't really know what he would do. I assume he'd be a pretty good swimmer. Again, rideable, of course. I don't know what this death thing means here, though. No idea what that means. It looks here to have like a pouch like a pelican. And it would get healing by swallowing fish whole. So yeah, no, I definitely again I love dinosaurs, so getting the irritator in the game would be cool. Plus, its design is awesome right there. I love the little like spine like it has. It's like only halfway. I think that's really cool. And yeah, no, I would definitely be excited for this guy to come to the game. So yeah. Oh, this one I got really excited when I saw this one because it looks like a mythical plesiosaur, but no, it actually is real. A lot of these creatures I thought were fake, but they're actually real. And this would be awesome because I really like plesiosaurs, and the plesiosaurs we have in the game in Arc is pretty bad. Like it's good at like swimming fast and does have a platform saddle, so it has that going for it. But it just sucks overall. But the Bellsaurus, this guy looks awesome. It looks like he would glow in the dark, and I'm assuming he would spawn in the ocean biome. I don't think he's a lunar biome, and he's a real creature. So yeah, I don't know what. Again, I don't really know what he would do. This ability, I can't tell what it is. Looks like a lollipop almost. But I mean, just based on the design alone, this thing looks awesome. And I can't tell if this is like a dead Shastosaurus. It'd be cool. It would be awesome if Shastosaurus to spawn Genesis Part One because I never got a tame one legitly. So yeah, I don't know. This guy looks awesome. It looks like he has a beard. It reminds me of like the Arc Edition's like Brachiosaurus, like the snow biome variant, the one with fur. So yeah, this guy looks awesome. I love my Plesiosaur. So yeah. Next one, this one I thought was so cool when I saw it. Which picture? This one, because it looks like a like Pleurodon that's on fire, and that's awesome. This really reminds me of something like from Subnautica. Now, since this guy is a real creature, I'm assuming he spawns in water. Looks like he can cause cyclones in the water and increases its health or your not health, sorry, your damage and speed. But when I first saw this, I thought originally that this thing would swim in the like lava rivers or where like Magmasaurs spawn. I thought this thing would swim in lava, and I thought that was so cool to have like a creature that swims in lava. I don't, unfortunately, or it's not unfortunately, but he just won't do that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna swim in the water. Um, but no, I was so excited to get a lava creature. But don't let that like I don't mean to be like negative about this creature. No, I really like this creature. The second I saw it, I was like, that looks awesome. That looks sick. If this creature does get added to the game, I would love to like mutate the colors here. I love this lava look, and even this blue looks pretty cool. But I know this one right here looks awesome. If this was like a wild version, I'm not sure. I'd probably change the pink, but this fire or orange looks so cool. And it just reminds you of lava. It's so cool. Looks like it's pretty fast here too. Again, looks like a light Pleurodon. Probably is a type. Does it say anything? I don't think it says if it is any a Pleurodon. Maybe it says something here. But honestly, I don't know. But this guy looks awesome, and if he was added to the game, I would love it. Looks like he's similar to the Allosaurus, where three and they get like a pack buff. They're not that big actually, are they? If this is a human, this is him. I mean, I guess they're like megalodon size. They're not like that small. I know. I thought this guy was huge. Maybe because like walking with dinosaurs, I think like Pleurodons are huge. But yeah, okay. And then the final one we have like the Meg or something. I don't know. It's like the megalodon, but if you would bleed, this it really reminds me of Shin Godzilla here. Even like this looks exactly like Shin Godzilla from the movie, and it's bleeding blood from the movie. Um, yeah, no, this guy looks like just a space shark, which is really cool. I mean, he's in the ocean, but I know we have Astrocetus and Astrodelphus, so like Astro Kakara, I think. Because Kakara means shark tooth lizard. Kakara, like Astro Kakara. I don't know. But and this guy seems like an apex creature of the depths. I don't know how you would add the blood because I don't think Arc this like would be a new feature, so that'd be hard to add. But if they could add it, that'd be nice. I don't really know what he would do if there's like I don't know. He's standard by lunge and grab. Oh, is there a dossier here? Okay, so we can get a size. I really wanted a size thing, so it is like megalodon size, probably a bit bigger. I'm assuming this is a Mosasaurus, and this is an awesome rendition of the Mosasaurus actually. So it looks like it has a button it would like latch on, and then that would spill like. Oh no, that's not spilling blood. Lungs are. I'll just read this. Simper will grab on and latch on a foot. Okay, so it will latch on once the attack is finished. Blood spews from its skills, activating skills empowerment, and releases a target. Okay, so applies 10% damage. It's very beneficial. Okay, so it's like I guess it's blood like empowers allies. It says fish. So yeah, no, this is I don't know. This looks like this picture here. It reminds me of something, but I just can't get my teeth or tongue on. I don't know what you call it. I just can't get my grasp on it. It's just if this comes to the game, I'm definitely calling like Shin Shark or like Shin Godzilla. It really just reminds me of that. It looks awesome. Um, but yeah, no, okay. It just looks awesome to me. But anyway, so by the way, I didn't want to like. This is not my ranking. This is literally just I know when the home screen or whatever you get to it. I didn't want to share my favorite one just because I don't want to like influence anyone. Like vote for the creature you want to vote for, not that someone else wants. Vote for the creature that you want in the game. So yeah, anyway, all these creatures honestly seem pretty cool to me. I love new creatures. I love animals. I love dinosaurs. So if any of these creatures were to get added into the game, I'll be pretty happy. So yeah, anyway, just thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day or a nice night. Like and subscribe if you want to. Kind and bye.